Have you ever stared at a fish tank and thought, wait, does that fish ever blink? Does it ever sleep? It just keeps swimming around with those wide open eyes all day, all night, like it's watching you back. Well, here's the wild part. Fish do sleep. They absolutely do. But the way they do it will completely change how you think about sleep forever. Let's start with what sleep actually is. When you sleep, your brain slows down, your body repairs itself, and your muscles get to rest. Your eyes close to block out light. Simple, right? But here's the thing. Eyes close because of eyelids. And fish? Fish don't have eyelids, not a single one. So they physically cannot close their eyes. Ever. That's not a bug. That's a feature. Fish live underwater. Underwater, it is never completely dark. There's always some light filtering down from above. And if you're a small fish swimming around in the ocean, closing your eyes is basically inviting every hungry creature nearby to come eat you for dinner. Staying alert even while resting? That's survival. That's genius. So what does fish sleep actually look like? Imagine a cartoon character hitting a pause button. The fish slows way, way down. It barely moves its fins, just tiny little flicks to stay balanced. Its body hovers almost completely still. Some fish sink down near the bottom of the water. Some float near the surface. Some even find a little cave or a coral to tuck into like a cozy bedroom. Scientists who study fish, called ichthyologists, and yes, that is a real word you can use to impress everyone at school, they watch for these signs to know a fish is sleeping, slower breathing through the gills, less movement, a slower response if something swims past. The fish is resting even though those eyes are wide open. Here's a fact that will make your jaw drop. Some fish actually build a sleeping bag out of their own body. The parrotfish, a beautiful reef fish that looks like it was painted with every color in the crayon box, produces a bubble of mucus around itself every single night before it rests. A bubble made of slime. That's its blanket. Scientists think the slime bubble masks the parrotfish's smell from predators that hunt using their nose at night. It takes about half an hour to make and another half an hour to dissolve in the morning. The parrotfish invented the original sleeping bag millions of years before humans did, and it gets even weirder. Some sharks cannot stop swimming, ever. Certain species, like the great white shark, need to keep moving forward so water flows through their gills and they can breathe. If they stop, they suffocate. So how do they sleep? Their brain shuts off half at a time. One side rests while the other side stays just awake enough to keep the body moving. Scientists call this unihemispheric sleep, and dolphins do it too. Imagine if your brain could do that. Half of it napping during a boring class while the other half pretends to pay attention. Now here's a question that confused scientists for a long time. Do fish dream? In humans and most mammals, dreams happen during a stage of sleep called REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, where your eyes actually flick and twitch under your closed eyelids. For decades, scientists thought only animals with eyelids and complex brains could have REM sleep. Then in 2019, researchers at a university in Germany recorded tiny zebrafish sleeping and watched something incredible. Their eyes moved, their fins twitched, the color patterns on their skin flickered and changed. Their brains showed patterns that looked a lot like REM sleep in humans. The scientists couldn't say for certain that zebrafish dream, but they couldn't say they don't either. Maybe somewhere right now, a tiny zebrafish is floating in the dark and dreaming about chasing food, or exploring a sunken ship, or swimming somewhere warm and wonderful. Fish sleep in the morning too, by the way. Light is one of the biggest signals for fish that it is time to rest or time to wake up. That's why pet fish experts say you should turn off the light in a fish tank at night. Not because fish need darkness to sleep. Remember, no eyelids. But because a consistent light schedule tells their bodies when to rest and when to be active. It's the same reason your parents tell you to put your phone away before bed. Light tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Different fish sleep at different times, too. Daytime fish, called diurnal fish, sleep at night. Nocturnal fish, like some catfish, sleep during the day and explore in the dark. Some fish sleep in bursts throughout the whole day, like tiny little naps
sleep for
scattered everywhere.
months.
Lungfish, which are an ancient species that have been around for over 400 million years, can burrow into mud and enter a deep sleep called estivation when their water dries up. They slow their body almost completely down. Their heartbeat drops. Their breathing nearly stops. They can survive like this for years, years, waiting for the rain to return. That's not just sleep. That's basically a superpower. So the next time you walk past a fish tank and see those wide, unblinking eyes staring out at you, don't feel sorry for them. That fish might be doing exactly what it needs to do, resting, dreaming, surviving, all with its eyes wide open. Have you ever wondered if a fish ever sleeps? Now you know. It does. It just does it in the most impossibly cool way imaginable.